It has been an amazing card so far. I know commentators say that all the time. I can say this without hubris. I was part of a fantastic show and the start of a movement. But this is the main event, and if anyone can live up to this, it's DRxSLEEP, Anthony Gangone. There's a reason he has been chosen tonight for the first main event in Respect history. And Sam, he is going to be the leader. He said this is his opportunity, a clean slate. He's coming to many an organization and taking over. But Anthony Gangone wants to do it on night one.
Well, that would certainly be a way to make a statement. He has questioned Bear Bronson's hunger in this business.
And his opponent.
He's questioned his hunger, but I think Anthony Gangone's just saying that because maybe he's been written off one too many times and he's sick of it. So now he looks to not only beat Bear Bronson, but become our inaugural RTC Heavyweight Champion. But not if Bear Bronson has anything to do with it.
Bear Bronson, self-proclaimed hottest free agent in professional wrestling. And with the run he's been on, I find it hard to disagree with that statement. He is on a mission to prove that he is the best and he deserves to be at the top. And he has been running through opponents all over the independent scene to prove it.
He certainly has. He is a Creative Pro graduate who spent the last couple of years over at All Elite Wrestling. You might have heard of it. Over the last couple of months, he has taken it back to the independent scene, taking everything that he learned over at AEW and really honing in on that, showing a new side of himself on the independent wrestling scene. We're seeing a more aggressive, a more determined, a more confident Bear Bronson.
And you can see the intensity that Bear brings to this event tonight. He knows there is a huge significance of being trusted to be in the main event, and especially going up against DRxSLEEP, Anthony Gangone. He wanted the best. He called it out. He asked for the best, and they don't get better than Anthony Gangone as far as I am concerned.
Gangone almost stalking his opponent here.
Before we begin, is there anything Ray would like to add or anything you'd like to say? Oh, he does.
Well, Raymond coming out
to
the ring.
Raymond, what's your order of business, sir?
Well, the last time he dropped some goodies on us, what could this announcement be? I mean, we already know the next event is November 14th.
So, did we like the last surprise? Should we do one more? Danny, will you please?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Shane, you can do the honors for this one, please.
This singles match will be contested for the Respect the Craft, Respect Heavyweight Championship. This singles match is scheduled for one fall. The man in charge at the sound of the bell, referee Stephen Dumay. Introducing first in the corner to my left, he is from downstairs. This is DRxSLEEP, Anthony Gangone.
Anthony Gangone, the ring veteran.
And his opponent, he fights out of...
Oh. A sign of disrespect there before we even get this match started.
Yeah, Bronson not having any of that. He's fired up and focused.
But Bronson needs to control himself here. He's doing exactly what Gangone wants.
He fights out of Long Island, New York, and weighed in this evening at 285 pounds, Ridgefield Park. This is Bear Bronson.
And Bear Bronson, you can see that that fury that he has, that pride. You know, this has been a mission of his ever since he was not renewed at AEW. He's made no bones about it. He felt he was underused. And I, for one, I agree. You know, those are the shakes in business here. But as we see that championship being held up by the referee, Stephen Dumang, and now the perspective of this match takes on a completely different tone now that there's a championship on the line. And just like the last match, you got to wonder if that changes the perspective and mentality of both these competitors, Sam.
Yes, it is surprise after surprise. No doubt that both these gentlemen are going to lock in just a little extra because our heavyweight title is now on the line. As we said for the semi-main, the same thing runs true. Being the first ever of anything is always a great notch on the belt.
And this matchup in particular here, you got two people in different portions of their career here. Bear Bronson, a young man, a young talent. I mean, he has been in the business for since 2015, but in the wrestling business, that doesn't automatically guarantee that you have the advantage as a veteran. Oh! Little trash talking from Bear Bronson, trying to reciprocate what Anthony Gangone has been doing for weeks at this point.
Yeah, he's been jaw-jacking online like crazy. I have a feeling we're going to see a rebuttal from Bear Bronson throughout this match, getting the fans involved. I think that's where Bronson's going to get the psychological advantage over Gangone by utilizing the fans to drive Gangone crazy.
And quickly into a rear waist lock there, but the strength of Bear Bronson just too much. The big berserker just so massive here, and Gangone taking it in. Now look, the thing about Gangone is he has been at this for so long. He has taken on opponents bigger than him, stronger than him, but he's always come out on top because he's able to use his cunning ability, his ring technique, and that's what Bear Bronson is going to have to fight. He's not going to have to outpower him. He's going to have to outthink him.
Yeah, but sometimes with the Gangone, he gets a little bit too cocky when he's on the offensive, and it often winds up being to his detriment. Right now, I think this was poorly thought out, right?
Well, you know, Gangone has his pride, but whoa!
Well, we're seeing that right there, just smack the taste out of Bronson's mouth, but it's firing him up.
Oh, big shoulder block. Oh!
Wow, that shoulder block actually wound up jettisoning Bronson into the ropes, into Gangone. I bet he's regretting that right now,
I don't think that's what Gangone had in mind for sure. And Bronson trying to get Gangone back into the ring. It is a championship match, so it does have to be won. Ooh, in the ring.
The beauty of physics. What comes up must go down, and what goes into the corner must eventually come to the center.
Another backdrop, and right now it's going to be hard for Gangone to come up with a strategy as he's worried about his lower back being broken in half. And if that wasn't enough, look at the strength of Bear Bronson.
He is a big boy. He is a strong man. We're seeing that on full display here. By God, Gangone landing onto like the whole front side of his body there. Bronson not wasting any time here, mounting the second rope. Think he might be going for a senton perhaps. I've seen him do that before. Let's see. Oh no, an elbow drop. Okay, a little bit of misdirection there, but we love it. Goes for that cover, hooking that leg, but gets that quick 1 count. Bronson staying calm, cool, collected though. We're seeing this new confidence from Bronson, a confidence he says he didn't have during his last leg over at AEW, really wanting to discover himself. Going for that discus lariat there, but no one
smartly home. Gangone knows when to end the momentum, create some separation. To your point, Sam, you know, you got to remember this last run, a majority of his career, he's been a tag team wrestler. And it was a great tag team. Bear Country, they were very successful. They were very difficult to wrestle. But wrestling on your own in singles competition is completely different. And being the main eventer is a completely different thing. Altogether, it's a whole different game.
And Bronson knows that, so he's going to use everything he can, including water to the face of Gangone to level the playing field in that sense. But I think that really angered Gangone, who's now unloading those chops to the chest. A little exchange going here. I think Gangone is trying to get as far away from Bronson as possible.
And Gangone sometimes trying to teach a lesson to Bear Bronson at his own game, and that's not always the wisest situation. Oh,
No, and Gangone is often that wily veteran in the match who wants to teach a lesson to the guy who's less experienced.
And he has. He's taught many a lesson to many competitors, but Bear Bronson right now is trying to teach Gangone that he doesn't care.
Yeah, this isn't the opponent for that. When you've got a chip on your shoulder, when you've got something to prove, and of course when there is heavyweight gold on the line, the implications just get stronger and stronger for both men here as this competition continues on the outside.
Oh, wow. Bear Bronson with those massive clubbing forearms. Gangone fighting desperately to create some space, but, I mean, he cannot go punch for punch with Bear Bronson. That is not a fight he's going to win. Oh, like right in front of us here, and the fans are getting an interactive experience.
Yes, we love that. This is experiential wrestling for the
and there, Bear
wrestlers, for the
Bronson
fans.
smartly just barely breaking the count. And there you go. That is a little bit of the adjustment that Bronson is going to have to make, being a singles competitor there.
Yeah,
but
you have to start looking out for yourself, not expecting others to have your back, right?
Who wants me to kill Dr. Sleep?
Oh, wow.
Okay, I mean, hey, that's laying it down. Let's see.
I don't appreciate how quick these people were to answer that. That's not fair.
I think he might have been going for that Death Valley driver, but Anthony Gangone wants none of that.
Oh, no.
Could he? Neckbreaker connect on the outside to Bronson. That had to hurt on the outside of the apron. That's where that wood could be exposed depending on where on the apron you are.
Well,
so
exposed or not exposed, that is painful. I mean, that is we always say it, and it's true. It's the hardest part of the ring. And Gangone right after Bear Bronson now that he has him down. And, you know, we talk about that veteran mentality, that advantage that Gangone has. Bronson doing that little Q&A with the audience, as fun as it was for the crowd, it cost him because that's all Gangone needed was a little bit of daylight to take advantage.
Just a little bit. Gangone will create an opening. He's ever the opportunist.
And Gangone was willing to let Bear Bronson get into the ring on his own.
Yeah, I question Gangone's decision-making here, though, because if this goes to a 10 count, no one will be the champ. Very cowardly behavior, poorly thought out by Gangone, but we'll see if Bear Bronson can break that count, and he does.
Oh.
But he was met with a drop kick to the face by Gangone right as he was coming in.
You call it cowardly. I'll call it diabolical. I think Gangone knows that somebody like Bear Bronson is not going to sit out there and take the count out. He's going to come into the ring, and Gangone has the higher ground, which we can see he fully takes advantage of. Those are the little bit of mind games that you just don't have unless you have that level of experience of somebody like Dr. Sleep, Anthony Gangone. But what Bronson lacks in that veteran experience, he makes up for with that power.
Yes, well, Bronson with a plethora of experience of his own, and dare I say even more experience, given that he has graced national television screens for years, but experience is certainly subjective, and Gangone has been a staple of the Northeastern wrestling scene for 14, 15 years. And he's seen a who's who of competitors.
Oh, wait a minute. A little tribute to Cactus Jack McFoley.
Love that. Okay, shades of Cactus Jack. He's starting to really feel that cockiness, that arrogance. Goes for the cover, hooks the leg. Only gets the 2 count here, but we're seeing that maniacal grin in the face of Gangone here. The frustration being wiped away by this eerie confidence, Harry.
Well, Gangone has that ability and that confidence because he's been in so many contests. Like I said, you know, Gangone is never the one with the size advantage in a matchup. He always has to find a different way to win. And when you have to do that, you learn how to play chess in 3 dimensions.
Yeah, he plays chess. He cuts corners, cheat codes where he has to for my gamer friends. But right now, he's playing it clean. He's got Bronson in a hold. But
he's got him in the center of the ring for sure, but Bronson powering his way out of it.
And Gangone bringing him back down to size. I think if we're learning anything, devastating knees.
1, 2.
Hooks that leg. If we're learning anything from Gangone right now, it's that he wants Bronson on the ground. This is where Bronson is weakest. Of course, he's a juggernaut, someone who is best served on his feet where he can deliver those power moves, Harry.
No, without a doubt, but if Gangone keeps him off his base there, he can't deliver those power maneuvers from his back.
And what is he doing? Is he rigging the eye or the nose? Couldn't see all of that from our camera angle.
Well, the referee, Stephen Deming, 1, 2. He doesn't deem it a disqualification worthy. He'll allow it to go on. And to his credit, I don't think anybody here wants to see that type of finish. We want championships, and we want...
Uh-oh, Bronson being chopped, but starting to eat those chops almost as though it's fueling his fervor to continue on in this match. Now, both of these men exchanging hands. Heavyweight title picture, main event of respect here, live on YouTube.
Here we go. 1, 2.
Bit of a cocky cover there by Gangone.
And you can see the juxtaposition on Gangone's face is one of fury not being able to keep Bear Bronson down. Just the massive girth. You know, any other opponent might have been put away by now.
Yeah, we're seeing high highs and low lows on the face of Gangone. When he's up, he's happy. When he's not, he is absolutely reeling. Going for a tackle there, last-ditch effort, and connects with a clothesline. Is he? Oh, he goes for that shoulder
1,
down.
2. And you can see the sneaky technique of Anthony Gangone.
Oh, sleepy time.
Oh, Dr. Sleep putting on the rear naked choke here, potentially. A deep headlock. A deep chin lock, rather.
Looking to send Bear Bronson to sleep. What a win it would be if he can defeat Bronson via ref stoppage, but I think it's a little too early on for that. Bronson powering through, looking to break that hold.
Those big, massive fists striking the ribs of Gangone. Oh, no. Gangone just tossed like a pile of laundry, and Bronson getting to his feet. If he can attack Gangone, but quickly, the big punt kick from Gangone.
Oh, going for a sunset flip. Bronson had him scouted. Wow. Uses all his weight to decimate the chest of Gangone, Harry.
That has got to suck the wind right out of you. And Bronson getting to his feet first, and that cannot be good news for Anthony Gangone.
It's certainly not. And when you've had your superplexes busted up by a guy as large as Bronson, panic could be setting in. You might not be able to breathe. You've got to stay paced. You've got to stay calm. Let's see what Gangone pulls out. The wily veteran here in our main event of respect.
And Gangone quickly tries to go after him, but Bear Bronson, you know, we talk about his size, but he's so quick and devastating with those strikes as well. Clothesline after clothesline sends Gangone down. Exploder suplex. And suddenly Dr. Sleep is in a nightmare situation here.
Yes.
As the big berserker Bear Bronson could be closing in on being the champ.
And now Bronson going for the jackhammer, and it's delivered.
1, 2.
Oh, wow. I thought for sure that could be the 3 count. This just goes to show how competitive this match is. Harry, Gangone still with some life in him here.
Yeah, surprisingly so. You and I both thought that running power slam was going to be the end of it. But again, this is where somebody like Bear Bronson, he has to regain his composure. You know, he's a veteran of this business, but singles competition, he's still relatively new on this run. And opponents like Anthony Gangone.
But he is showing why he's been thriving as a singles competitor the last few months, but not if Gangone has anything
big
to
sidewalk
do with
slam.
it.
1, 2.
Wow, what a coup that would have been. Steve Dumang calling just for the 2 count. I think that was like 2 3/4, Harry.
Yeah, I mean, he's there. It was so close. And for big berserker himself.
And at this moment in the match, we've got to acknowledge there's not a lot of gas left in the tank for either of these men. What do you think is the best strategy when both men are tired, worn out, and fatigued?
They just got to remember that they have to give a last-ditch effort.
Oh, discus lariat attempted, thwarted by Gangone. Goes for that drop kick, does Gangone. If it's up to him, he's going to close in on the victory.
Top here. Going to the top rope, but Bear Bronson there to meet him.
Uh-oh. This is not the place that Gangone wants to be with the big man up top.
That is painful, but it's going to be the least painful thing that's going to happen to Gangone from that position if he's not careful.
Yeah, these guys are teetering on the edge here. Whoever gets one over is gonna get that title, in my opinion. And right now it appears that Gangone could be closing in on a win. Oh no!
Oh, he's
submission locked in. The crippler crossface locked in. Bronson is square center of the ring. Is he gonna
Bronson fighting so hard not to give in. Gangone cinching it in. It's in the center of the ring here, DRxSLEEP.
But Bronson, his eyes closing. Oh, goes for the pin.
2.
Smart move by Bronson.
It was the only way to get out of that for Bronson. Bronson follows up, but Gangone moves out of the way.
Uh-oh.
But Bronson was attempting to hit that choke bomb. Gangone with the DDT from the second rope. Goes for the cover.
Hooks
1,
that leg.
2.
2.5. We have the near falls rocking and rolling here back to back. Each of these competitors so evenly matched against each other. 2 veterans, 2 people vying for the RTC Heavyweight Championship here in the main event. What is this? Is he going to be putting on the mask?
When Anthony Gangone puts on this mask, he transforms into
no.
DRxSLEEP.
Oh, let's not.
And you have to ask yourself, who is the most dangerous? Who is the most vicious?
Oh, okay, choosing not to put the mask on.
The strap broke on the mask. It's something that Gangone, going for the mandible claw there, which has put away so many opponents, something he has adopted along with this new persona of DRxSLEEP. But Bronson able to grab the wrist. Enziguri there from DRxSLEEP, Anthony Gangone.
Yeah, that mask might not have been able to be strapped in, but Gangone is laser focused here. Bronson on all fours, attempting to rise to his feet, but Gangone keeping him down. This is embarrassing what he's doing to Bear Bronson, kicking him in the face, such an act of disrespect.
But Bronson rising up from the ashes.
Lowering those singlet
straps there.
Love that straps. Yes,
yeah.
Thank you, Harry.
No, without a doubt, there's so much action. I don't blame you. We're all over the place, and this action is all over the place. Look at the exchange back and forth between these two.
Yeah, these guys are just running off pure instinct right now. This match has been going on for upwards of 15 minutes. Bronson with a giant haymaker to Anthony Gangone, going for that discus lariat once more.
He went for another punt kick, but this time he lands it. Gangone goes up and over.
Learning from the first 2 times.
The choke bomb! The choke bomb! 1, 2, 3, no!
Bronson in utter shock. No doubt he thought that was going to be the victory for him. Wow.
And
wow.
The dismay on the face of Bear Bronson, who came so close. He thought it was over. I thought it was over. Everyone in the building thought it was over, but the reality is not. It is not, and he needs to compose himself. Get to your feet. You may not have gotten that double. Oh, you could see. And look at the replay here. Look at that massive lariat. Gangone spins 360. And you can see Bronson grabbing all of that double choke slam, the choke bomb, and just so close. But Gangone kicking out at the last second. You can see on that replay, the ref got that call right. But here we are. Bear Bronson trying to finish off Gangone. Could he be going for a Fire Thunder driver?
Gangone slithering out of the way, rolling out. Steve Dumang inadvertently being taken out by Bear Bronson.
Wrong place at the wrong time for our official, and he is out. Could you imagine being hit
and
by
now
Bear
we've
Bronson?
got no referee. Gangone executing here fully. Low blow to Bronson into a DDT. We need to get another official out here right now. Come on, guys, get someone out here. Where's security?
Gangone for the cover. 1, 2, 4. And Gangone would have been the champion if we had an official out here.
No one home here. Steve Dumang nowhere to be seen. Gangone going outside of the ring. Where's he going? What's he looking for?
Wait a minute.
Well, this would be what he does, Harry.
Well, he's got a little bit of furniture here. The referee can't call what he can't see, and right now the referee is seeing stars. And Anthony Gangone is taking full advantage of it. We've seen him do it before.
Well, if this is the way that Gangone wants to win, by all means, but is he going to feel good about it afterwards?
Oh, he's going to feel great when he holds that gold in his hand, but...
Bronson blocking the chair. Both men vying for that chair now. This is going to be a major tide shift. Bronson with a headbutt, and now he sees that he has got all that power to use that chair. Will he use it? Yes.
Bear Bronson better take advantage of this situation. There may not be another opportunity. You want that gold. Oh, no!
Another low blow by Gangone. Gets that chair. hitting Bronson square in the noggin. Down goes the big man, and now Gangone motioning over to Steve Dumeng, trying to get him back in the ring. I don't even know if... Oh, there he is. Steve's showing some signs of life here.
He's crawling to the ring here, and meanwhile, Anthony Gangone has the mandible claw in the jaw of Bear Bronson.
Oh, he's choking him.
He's writhing in pain here. And is it over here? The referee checking. It could be over here. Gangone just sucking the oxygen with that mandible claw, that nerve hold.
Bear Bronson evidently fading here.
It's over! It is over!
Wow.
Anthony Gangone has done it again. The tactics most people don't agree with.
Here is your winner, the inaugural Respect the Craft, Respect Heavyweight Champion, Dr. Sleep, Anthony Gangone.
And Sam, Anthony Gangone taking a seat on what is essentially his new throne here at the top of Respect, as he is now our inaugural Respect Heavyweight Champion.
Yes, well, I'd say that Respect is in order, but I don't know that I can respect Gangone after a win like that. But nevertheless, Gangone, the first RTC Heavyweight Champion. Bear Boulder with a tremendous showing, but in the closing moments, showing no sign of life with that mandible claw cinched in. What an inaugural show this has been.
Sam, this has been a fantastic debut event, and it's not going to be the last, because on Friday, November 14th, Respect Wrestling presents No Escape live right here again from the Mecca. Tickets go on sale soon. Respect Wrestling on all social media platforms. Stay up to date.
Yes, guys, thank you so much for watching us here tonight.
A fantastic event for Mr. Entertainment, Harry Trajanian, and my broadcast colleague, Sam Laterna. We'll see you at the matches.